The best show for Chicago sports. Oh my God!
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We back again. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Beth the Designer back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. On the show today, we're going to be getting into a little bit of Chicago Bears talk. Listen, we already know what's going on with the Bulls. We don't want to be depressed out here. On the docket today, what should the Bears do in the draft? Should they move up? Should they stand pat? Should they move back? What are they doing the second, third, fifth, sixth? Gonna get into all of that. Then talking a little bit about Ryan Pace. How confident are you Bears fans about Ryan Pace going into this draft? And of course, we're going to get into the NBA playoffs as well, talking about our Bulls, talking about the Brooklyn Nets. Is a lot of the Ben Simmons slander fair? Or is it going too far? We're going to talk about all that and more on today's show. Let's go! Yeah! Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Now we got the blood pumping. We got the blood pumping. Let's go. Yeah. We got the blood pumping in this mug, man. What's good? It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another live episode, man. The Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Live. We do this every day from 11 to 1, Monday through Friday. Make sure you get in tune with us, man. If you all could do me a little bit of a favor there and, oh, hold on. What's going on with the push the button? Hold on. Here we go. If you could do me a little bit of a favor there and,
Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
push that button, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We're the only channel that talks Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Also, if you can't stick around and watch the whole stream, you can listen live over on the Contender. The Contender, where you hear nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. So make sure you get in tune with them. The Bears have an opportunity to find Justin Fields some help in this draft. The Bears have an opportunity to find a game-changing piece at the receiver position. But the question on the table, what should the Chicago Bears do in the draft, is in place because are you there yet? I'm not a believer, right? The anomaly. I'm not a believer in the anomaly. I'm not a believer in the anomaly. What do I mean by that? The Bengals do not get to the Super Bowl last year without drafting Jamar Chase. I can admit that. The Bengals do not get to the Super Bowl last season without drafting Jamar Chase, getting him that connection with Joe Burrow in there, right? They just don't. But on the flip side of that, the Bengals lose the Super Bowl because they weren't ready at the line. Are the Chicago Bears ready to put a star talent with Justin Fields at the wide receiver position? Or do they need to address some of the other things that happen on the field? There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts when you're talking about a football team having a winning dynamic, having a consistent winning culture. There's a lot of moving parts with it. as we welcome in Stefan the Don into the building. Steph, what's
Yo,
good?
what's happening? What's
Boy, the
happening?
blues on that camera be accentuated every time you come in. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them
You
blues,
said what?
the blues on the camera be deeply accentuated every time you get up in this mug.
Hey, man.
Hey, that's all right though. That's all right. How you feeling, my boy?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Went outside yesterday. Yeah,
Stayed safe, I hope.
I'm good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling good lately.
Yeah, you got a little playoff clinch to coming tonight, possibly. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we gotta get him out of here. We
Little-
can't end up like Doc.
Little serious. Hey, 3-2 again, dog. Ain't that wild?
Dog. two years in a row.
Yeah, Doc, you gotta relax there.
I
brother.
got
It's
some
getting a little close
questions.
for you. I got some questions. I'm not saying we're accusing you of anything, but I got some questions.
I've been straight. What's good with y'all in the chat, man? What's good?
Hey, man, we all in the building, man. No, here's the question for me. Are the Bears in a position
What's good, Bucky?
to where, Mr. We traded the pick? Yeah, we're going to get into that today, too. Are the Bears in a position to where they can just go get the star talent at wide receiver that you hope is that you're able to find at 39? Or do they still need to build out those core pieces? Do they still need to build out those everyday grit and grime, get the job done guys? Because we look at this team and there's not a ton on this team that we go, yeah, no, that's going to be here for 10 years. Yeah, that's what I want to see, right? There's a lot of hope. I hope Tevin Jenkins can be that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that Larry Borom can be that, right? But as confused as we are in our left tackle position, we're just as confused on our right tackle position. We don't know. And so that's my question coming into this, right? Are the Bears in a position to make the splash like we saw the Bengals make when realistically, right, I said, I don't believe the anomalies. The Bengals is the anomaly. You do not win games like that usually without an offensive line that's set, that's in place. You do not win games like that without those key pieces to winning the battle in the trenches, right? And the biggest question there, even with having those guys, right, is say Tevin Jenkins gets hurt. Who's backing him up? By the way, he comes in with a history of back injury. Who's backing him up? Mm-hmm. Say Larry Borom gets hurt. Who's backing him up? Mm-hmm. Say, you know what I'm saying? So like there's some serious things that the Bears need to assess here going into this draft. What do you think the Bears should do heading into the 2022 NFL draft?
Now look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate to beat a dead horse, but at 39 they need to either get George Pickens or Watson, the small dude with the strong hands.
So you believe in the hype? You believe
Watson? No, my fault. Pickens or Sky Moore at 39. After that, trade back, and then you get some.
I like BURKS over Pickens.
Trade back, and then you get some picks because this is the thing. You still looking for that third down, possibly number one guy. We talked about it yesterday. Maybe they get DK in the building. You know that it's kind of far fetched. I'm not
very far
and go that far. I mean it'll be nice. It'll be nice, but come on, it's DK. They don't got the capital to do that. I'm just sitting back looking at it like you get that receiver to help out Justin. After that's when you can go talk. These O-line guys. I just got done watching Arnold aka AK. But hey, I'm not gonna lie, if they pick him up, hey Arnold, when he get a sack, come on now, come on, hey Arnold. Hey Arnold. Yo,
you talking about Arnold Ebiketie?
Yeah, Arnold man. He do remind me a little bit of Quinn. He
He
do remind me
reminds me a
bit
little
of
bit of
Quinn.
Robert Quinn. I wouldn't be
They,
mad at Arnold Ebiketie. I think you got to address something on the offensive side of the ball with that first, second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
But if we went there with the second round pick that we have at 48, I wouldn't be mad at seeing an Arnold Ebiketie in a position there, right? But I think at that first pick, you got to get you have to get Justin help, whether it be on the line, whether it be wide receiver, whatever it is, right? But in a situation, right? Is there a situation where the Bears trade back from 39? Try and build out that depth, wait it out.
I mean, I think it could be, but there's a risk to that though. There's a risk to that because I mean, and you brought it up yesterday. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. And if they stay pat with the offensive weapons that they got this year,
yeah,
and he balls, that's fine. That's fine. That they take the picks, build that depth on the roster. He balls, cool. If he doesn't,
yeah,
that and there's a very high chance that it just may not happen. I'm being realistic. Like the receivers that the Bears got don't have a lot of career catches. And that you know that catch percentage rate is not.
Mooney's is good.
Yeah, no,
Other than that,
Mooney's
well,
is good,
Mooney's is
but
good. Pringles is good, but Pringles in jail.
yeah, Pringle's in jail right now. But
Which I would hope he was able to get bailed
with
out.
that,
I really don't know if he's bailed out or not. I'm just saying.
if he doesn't, you kind of stuck in a situation where, like me and Kia said yesterday, third year, prove a year, really no weapons. Now you got money, but you still you stuck in the same situation where it's like, okay, because we pay Roquan in, say we probably got about what 7 million left. Let's go out and get some guys. Why should I come play with you? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a risk in doing that, but I think that they should go get either Pickens or Sky Moore. After that, all those other picks, trade those back, stockpile them. Let's get some depth, and then we just go from there.
So I think, and the interesting thing is, right, I think we both agree the Bears should go offense with that first pick. I don't want to see the Bears.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
I don't want to see the Bears trade 39 because I feel like there's good value at 39 there. And I think that this is a deep draft, right? There's definitely something you could do deeper in the draft. But this is what I want Muggs to remember when you're talking about going into this year and waiting on next year. There are a ton of people that I guarantee wish they had have taken a quarterback last season. I'm all for the gamble. I'm all for, hey, let's see if this works out. I'm all for, hey, let's see what happens here, right? Let's figure out what we're going to be able to do. And we don't like what we have this year. Let's figure out what we got next year, right? I'm all for that. In very strategic moments, you stockpile those picks. But next year ain't always the year. I bet you the Giants wish they could have taken a quarterback this year.
Hey man, well,
there's just not one that's worth taking.
We said we believe in the Danny Dime, so we'll see.
I mean, but honestly, there's just not one that's worth taking.
What QB?
At a QB.
Oh no! Outside of Malik Willis.
But even there, are you taking them that high?
What 8? What for the Giants? I don't think the Giants are.
No, that's what I'm saying, right? It
would shock me.
We're talking about Malik Willis possibly falling to
Seattle.
I mean, he could fall to Pittsburgh, dog.
He
could fall to Pittsburgh.
A kid would get on him so hurt.
What are they at, 20?
He said what?
I said, where are they at, 20?
Let
me see. Let me
pull up. I think so, but I know Seattle has 8.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think
And
you
the
can see.
Texans got 3, so you don't know what they're gonna do.
And for me, right, this is a season where you could legitimately see. So the Steelers are at 20. This is a season where you could see a quarterback not go in the top 20. There's a lot of teams this year. Coach T was good. That legitimately,
Coach T, what's happening, man?
Coach T. But by the way, if y'all want some excellent Bears breakdown on top of what you get here on the Windy City Breeze, man, go check out Coach T's channel, man, doing some great things over there. This is a season here though where a lot of those teams. I mean, you look at the order right now, right? Detroit probably wishes they had picked a quarterback last season. Houston, New York, the Jets, maybe Zach Wilson's nice, right? You never know.
No, I think he's gonna be nice. They surrounded him into weapons. Him and Trevor Lawrence. I think they at least, if they don't have a bounce back year, they're at least saying like, hey, we trying to put these dudes in place. So you can't say we like totally ruin them. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
But even that, right?
we'll
Like,
see.
hey,
I think Zach gonna be nice though.
Carolina would probably rather have a quarterback coming into this season. The Giants, as we said, they gave their pickup for us to get Justin Fields. Thank you, Giants. Appreciate that. The Falcons heading into this season,
Whatever.
right? Like, there's a bunch of teams on this list that probably would rather have a quarterback that didn't get one last season because they were like, we'll wait until next year.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The only two
sometimes waiting until next year don't work.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why, like, I get like the draft, trade back in the draft, stockpile picks, find those glue guys. And I'm hoping that Ryan Poles can. I hope that Ryan Poles has the ability, and he's shown, right, that when he's been on the draft side of things, that he's a good, he's good at, we got to pick in these later rounds because they've been winning so much. Like, when you win that often, you got to pick in those later rounds. So, like, I'm not as worried about polls as maybe a lot of people are. But the biggest question coming into this is, I mean, let's be real. The biggest question coming in is, are these guys worth taking this year? Or do we wait until next year? Do we wait until next season to try and figure this out? Do we wait until, like, stockpile those guys, build up what you need in the trenches on both sides? Because, and find you you got to find a DB.
Oh no, you definitely got to find somebody opposite
DB.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah,
I say this though, I'm gonna say this. Half of what you said isn't wrong though, because this is the thing. The Packers also don't know what's gonna happen next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Aaron Rodgers is not gonna be there forever. So I'm cool with and I'm cool with stockpiling the picks too, because the Detroit's gonna be Detroit.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on with Green Bay. Adam Thielen not gonna be nice forever. Like, I mean we saying they got one of the best wide receiver rooms right now, but I mean come on, man, my man's just 32 right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm in favor of stockpiling the picks, and then you just go from there after that. But you know, right now with the talent that you're seeing from the receivers and on the defensive side of the ball, they have to do something with it right now. I'm not as big as a proponent on O-line, because O-line always goes like top 10 at least.
And if they get to you, there's probably a problem.
So
that's really what it comes down. If they get to you, something's probably wrong. Which we got Tevin Jenkins early in the second last year, back injury, right? Like we know that here in Chicago. So me and you kind of both agree, go offense 39 at 48. What would you like to see the Bears do? Offense, defense, what position there?
No, 48. I would say go get Arnold.
I'm in agreement with that.
For 48, I would either say go get Arnold. If you don't want to get Arnold, then you trade that pick and then stockpile the rest, and then go from there. Because those are really the two that jump out on tape to me. Everybody else that everybody sent, stop sending us free releases. All right. Stop, stop,
You be
stop.
sending some dudes that's just
Hey,
running
hey,
free out here.
hey, stop sending. Hey, stop sitting up there saying, "Hey, these dudes mad nice," and they getting mad free releases from the dude that claimed he a DB, but he was just on, the coaching staff 2 weeks ago, and they needed to fill in.
Yeah. No, I really like Arnold Ebiketie at 48. I think you need to look on the defensive side of that one way or the other. And here's the thing for me, right? We keep saying you got to go get a DB. You have to go get that guy that's going to stand on the opposite side of Jalen Johnson. But what did we see with Kyle Fuller? Is Kyle Fuller an above average DB? Yes, 100%. Can't take it away from him. Is he a good DB? Sure. In the minds of some, yeah. In the minds of some, yet nay. Is he a great DB? No.
He's not a great DB.
He's not a great DB.
I'll
But
say this.
with a great defensive line in front of him, was he a great DB?
Yeah, no, and I was just about to say that's the caveat. When you have, I kind of look at him and Eddie Jackson in the same space. Like same thing with same thing with Trayvon Diggs. Like when you have Micah Parsons, and that's the other reason why they need to go get AK.
Yeah.
Hey, Penn State.
By the way, his nickname is AK. This is destiny. By the way,
it's destiny. It's destiny. By the way, Penn State is legitimately breeding D linemen.
Yeah.
But I mean, even when you got Micah Parsons back there with Lawrence and Gregory, and you feel me, I'm in your face 24/7.
Pause.
You feel me? Like I'm gonna get 13 picks. I'm gonna have 13 picks.
Relax there, Barkley.
Nah, bro, 3 rings is not very, very fast, but he's I talking about Don Bird. But yeah, when you do that, you got Trayvon Diggs doing that. You got a Kyle Fuller doing that. You got a Eddie Jackson doing that. So if you can just find those pieces and then hone it in, like sooner or later I'll be cool, because then eventually they'll need some work. Like I like Arnold because he's fast, he's quick, he knows how to get low. If he just put some work in with hand placement in the ground, and then once you get up there, if he get the right teaching and coaching, you might be looking at somebody that's we can start him later on.
Yeah, and the thing I like about Arnold Ebiketie at that spot is that when you're talking about there hasn't been an overwhelming, and maybe I just haven't seen him right. I haven't done a ton of deep diving into the defense yet. We're going to get all that in this year. By the way, if you guys haven't seen any of the draft breakdowns, they're all in the comments below. Check out all the draft breakdowns of the guys that we or not in the comments, in the description below. Check out all the draft breakdowns of the guys that we've watched this year coming into the season, and giving our evaluation on how they would fit with the Bears as well. But I mean, getting guys in that have a perfect mix of strength, speed, size, and agility. That's hard to find. And usually when you find those guys, they end up being your Robert Quinns in a healthy season, Khalil Mack's, guys like that. And I don't want to compare them to like greats of greats like Mack, Donald, like Muzz like that. I'm not doing that. But what I'm saying is, like, when you see a guy that's explosive off of the ground and with his hand in the dirt and just standing up, and he's not only able to use his speed, but his ability to cut and plant and get you going the wrong way. These guys are fat. Let's not be real. Like, they strong as heck, but they fat. You know what I'm saying? I get you going the wrong way too quick, you're going to fall over. That's what I see when I look at Ebiketie. I feel like he'd be a good fit for us at 48. And I feel like at a minimum, right, even if it's not Ebiketie, I do need to look at some of the other guys on the defensive side of the ball as well. Make sure y'all tweet them to me, send them to me, send me some of them guys. And don't send me hour-long clips. Somebody's in that mud sending me like a 2-hour game. I'm like, bro, listen,
He
I don't
sent you a
watch
full
regular college.
game?
I don't watch regular college. They sent me. I think I watched the national champion. Somebody sent me the national championship for one of them. Oh, it was funny. But I know he's not coming. I watched the first half of the national championship with Bunny, and I knew he wasn't coming here. The linebacker
Georgia.
from Georgia.
Come on, Kobe Dean is not. Come on, now, dog. Come on, now, dog.
They was like, "Can we get him?" I was like, "I don't think so, brother."
He coming to us,
bro. That man, he might be, bro. That man is ridiculous, bro. He was legitimately standing in the slot, took off, went left, and was on the other side of the field tackling the running back.
Bro, that boy, he different. He different.
What kind of speed is that? You supposed to be playing wide receiver, my boy.
He different. He just different, man.
But yeah, man, just looking at that. But I mean, at the end of the day, right? Line play sets the tone for your team. The Bears have always been. I have no fear that we'll find a defensive lineman in this draft to replace Khalil Mack. Maybe not same caliber, maybe not same level, right? Maybe not superstar lineman, but this whole logo right here, built on linemen, built on linebackers, built on defense. I have no fear in my heart that we won't be able to find a defensive lineman. I need something from the offensive side of the ball early. That's the biggest key for me. But at 48, I think you build up, you bolster your defense as much as possible.
Yeah, go find Buddy that made that tackle in that baseball game too while you at it.
Man, dog, yeah, find him, bro. Who's my man's from the baseball game?
Hey, if anybody get his name, shoot us his name.
Get him in here, man. He's banned from his team. He might as well come through.
Hey, listen. Hey,
see the vision on that, man.
Become a free agent.
You got to see the vision on that. That man was flying through.
Man,
he's definitely a safety at a minimum, right?
Oh no, definitely. Hey, big Cam Chancellor out here.
Yeah, he probably safety playing up in coverage. I ain't mad at him, man. Hey, man, if y'all want to continue talking NFL draft with us, man, join the Discord. We're gonna be breaking this down the rest of the week as well. Wanted to get into, we're gonna get into it a little bit more. On keeping it going and stuff like that. But yeah, join the Discord, man. We got the link pinned in the chat. The Discord is starting to get cracking. It is hilarious up in there sometimes. I think Robert Schwartz said, what if KD gets traded to the Bulls? Shout out to Robert. I don't see it, Robert, but like, hey, listen, I love that we got the conversation going.
I'm learning not to respond.
Hey, listen. I love Robert, man. Robert come.
That's my boy. But like,
Robert come with the C Red out here. He said we swinging for the fences. Why we talking about Christian Wood with Kevin Durant's on the table, man? But no, the Discord is a lot of fun, man. So we appreciate y'all for showing love in there. Also, make sure that y'all hold up. Make sure that y'all
push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the page. This is the only channel that's talking Chicago sports. How Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Also, we're going to be giving away that Iodo Sumu jersey at $13K, and we are almost there. What are we at right now? What are we sitting at right now?
I think 13.8.
12.
Oh, and by the way, since we're on that Discord topic too,
12,873.
Since we're on that Discord topic too, I will be running Madden games from 2 to 6. Stop ducking me. Stop ducking me.
Somebody in the chat is ducking out here?
Y'all stop ducking me.
Somebody ducking in the chat?
This the thing. Mug just sit up there and be like, drop the GT. I done dropped the gamer tag in here like 3 times. I'm running games from 2 to 6.
Hold up.
I know who added me.
Drop it again. We'll pin it in that mug.
Listen.
We'll pin it in there.
I'm going to drop this mug again.
Drop the gamer tag in there again. Let me see.
Baki, I'm on the 5. I'm playing current GM Madden.
Yeah, he can play crossplay.
We can run some yard. We can play some 2K. Whatever y'all want to do. Stop ducking me. Hold on.
He said it's free smoke.
It's I'm just trying to play the subs. The subs said they got smoke. The subs said they got smoke. Y'all got smoke. I'm trying to see what's to it.
I ain't mad at it, my boy. Get him riled up, dog.
I'm running games from 2 to 6.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. He's running the ball.
God dang. See?
I've been playing Madden with Ringo for about 4 years now.
Hey.
He is running the ball.
Hey, ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame in my game. That definitely is big running the ball.
What's the what was I gonna say? Let's keep it going with this Bears content, man. We got a ton coming for y'all as well. Looking at the rest of this draft, man, we got a pick in the 3rd round at 71, 5th round at 148, 5th round at 150, 6th round at 186. Now, these are the 2 scenarios that I present to you. Bears take a player at 3. Bears stand pat the rest of the way, right? I guess 3 scenarios. Bears stand pat the rest of the way. They live with their picks. Bears take a player at 3, package both 5th rounders to try and move up and get another impact player this season at 4, maybe. Or you trade the 3rd round pick and stockpile some 4th and 5ths. Which situation moving forward would you want to see the Bears do finishing out the draft?
I would stockpile some 4th and 5th. See, the thing is, I don't have a problem with finding 4th and 5th. I don't have a problem with getting 4th and 5th because it's been multiple times where you know team GMs, Bill Belichick has turned around 4th and 5th. So there's definitely some talent there. Now I think Pose is a good identifier of talent. I mean, if you look at it when he tried to get what was Buddy from the Bengals? He saw him, paid him. The thing was he failed his physical, like.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, he's trying. You can see him trying to put a team together that it's not gonna compete right now, but at least I think at minimum he thinks that will be what Detroit was last year. Not like absolutely trash, but hey, Detroit is like they had like what 4 straight. I mean, Don Burr, you in the chat, you can speak to it. Like what was it, like 4 straight field goal game winners?
Yeah.
And like one 66 or 68 yarder from freaking Justin Tucker to win a game. Like they was technically supposed to have like what 6-7 wins last season. So I mean, at minimum, he thinks that this team should be competitive. So I mean, if you get the 4th and 5th, build that up. Next season, when you really go to spend that money, you're definitely gonna have something.
And that's the interesting thing, right? Like with this draft, are you hoping to get pieces that are going to save you money moving into the next free agency? Or are you hoping to go big or go home? Right? We've seen the Bears swing and miss quite a bit, and it's put them in this position. We've seen the Bears swing and miss quite a bit on draft night. Kevin White, Leonard Floyd, Mitchell Trubisky. And it's put them in this position. So for me, what's going to get you successful further and quicker is going to be those impact guys. Now. So at this point, I would like to see the Bears trade up with those 2 picks. I would like to see the Bears try and get in a better position to get another 3rd possibly. Because while I need the depth, while I need a ton of pieces, unfortunately, right, coming into this, you're going to sign a bunch of freaking a bunch of undrafted guys, because just to make the roster work, just to get in here, right? You're going to sign some vets that are on the free agent market. But I feel like if you get an impact player at 2, You get an impact player on the offensive side. You get at 38, I should say. You get an impact player on the defensive side of the ball at 48. And then at 71, you can find you an impact player. Now, granted, this would be a great draft. I'm okay with you moving a couple of fifth rounders to take a shot at a fourth, or moving a fifth and a sixth to take a shot at a fourth. And the reason is because you've already made the decision that we're not trying to stockpile. Right? What's the best time for you to make the trade back decision? It's 38.
Oh, bet. We can. I got you, Brody.
It's 38. You know what I'm saying? Like, the best opportunity for you to trade back in the draft is going to be at 38. Because you're going to get the most for it. I can get a fourth, maybe a third. You know what I'm saying? Or you get a fourth and a couple of fifths off of it. 38 is going to be your best opportunity to trade back. Once you get past 48, go for the impact. Go for the big hitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got a full slate of picks next season you can work with. And you've got all the money in the world.
And that's the best. Like, you legitimately got the best of both worlds. So there's no reason for you not to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like the opportunity for the Bears to hit on something that's going to be on the team longer. Not to say that you can't find it in those 5th and 6th rounds, but there's always that guy that you feel like, hey, he's not going to get to us. Who's that guy? Who's that guy that changes the game on your board, right? Because then, like you said, now, and it is kind of, you want to have those impact players right away. Because going into next season, I don't come in here and say, oh, it's Justin Fields and the rest of y'all. Who's on the team? Justin Fields, David Montgomery, who probably not getting a big
Darnell Mooney.
So he's gone. Mooney and Roquan Smith.
Right. And this is the thing. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, when I say go find, like, I think what Pat says it means when he says go find your impact dudes. Like, Randall Cobb is not a household name, but Aaron Rodgers at least looked for him on 3rd down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and there's a lot of guys like that. I mean, Danny Amendola was like that. Who else? Julian Edelman was like that for Tom Brady. Like, those was them 3rd down dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it don't have to be like, oh, I'm automatically going to the Hall of Fame off rip because I'm that dude.
Yeah.
But the Bears need somebody that's at least a solid piece that when we do get those guys, now I know, like, at minimum, I got my number 1, my number 2, and I got my dude that if I need an emergency, break the glass.
And it's not to say that those guys aren't there, right? It's not to say that you can't find those guys in the 5th round. We know here in Chicago, we found a ton of those guys in the 5th round. But the big thing for me is, are you missing guys by waiting? And I
don't think there's anything wrong with that, Coach T. Like, if you find somebody to do a specific job, because I feel like
I love that.
That's how Patriots Paul was describing. But at the same time, we know that's Bill Belichick's MO. I don't want you to do nothing else except do your job. Anything outside of that, I know that's not true. I can't trust you, so I got to take you out the field.
Yeah. No, 100%. And that's the biggest thing for me, right? Like, yes, the draft is deep. Yes, there are those guys that you can go in there and get. Yes, there are those guys that you can wait and go after. But other teams are feeling that same way. Right. If you feel that guy can make an impact, right? Like, we're not talking about winning the Super Bowl next season right now. Now, if the season changes and it goes that way, perfect.
Right.
But we're not talking about going out and winning the Super Bowl next season. Right now, we don't have impact players. They said it. Bill Polian said it when he was evaluating the team. You don't have those blue chip guys on this team. You don't have guys that we feel like are going to be in the NFL long term. You don't have guys that we feel like are going to be a part of the Chicago Bears long term. He basically said we have 3. Justin, which told me a lot about Justin. Justin, Roquan, maybe. Well, at that point, you had Khalil Mack. Jalen Johnson's a maybe. You hope.
Yeah, I see, and that's the thing. They got to grab another DB because I don't feel like anybody really knows what he does.
Well, I think I'll tell you this. I think
he wasn't really like.
Listen, there's a lot of people that that wanted to keep Sean Desai in the building, and I was confused at what they were seeing. I think that the Bears are going to see a lot better production from their DBs this year, based on the fact that the system in place is going to work a little bit better. Right? Football is one of those sports where the system actually means a ton. The system and having guys that can execute the system means a ton. Like, it's not like the NBA. Like, if you come out and you got a great system and you got guys that literally just, hey, what do? I stop people on third down. That's all you do? That's all I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, and that's the thing. Muggs wanted to keep this is why y'all wanted to keep Sean Desai, right? Because he got Thomas Graham Jr. off the practice squad. You want to know what the problem with that was?
You didn't play him.
He waited, 14 weeks to do it?
Hey, no.
Hey, he can actually play.
I wasn't trying to keep Sean Desai because that mug was we got Thomas Graham. We saw, hey, this dude can play. And first thing I thought was, y'all been watching him in practice for 14 weeks, and you thought
exactly
the garbage we were putting out on the field was better than this? Are you serious right now? So that, yeah, I was done with Desai as soon as I saw that, dog. I couldn't I couldn't believe when I saw that. I was like, wait, Thomas Graham can actually play football? Like, that's a step up. Y'all realize that, right?
Nobody knew.
I don't care if he's great or not. He can play. But no, like, I just feel like coming into this draft, right? You want to get yes, there are pieces you can get late. Yes, there are pieces that you can get by trading back, and I know a lot of people want to trade back. But I think trading back is situational for me. Trading back for me, because if I trade back and at 2, fine, then we're trading back. We're stockpiling. I'm not saying either decision is wrong either, right? I feel like this is a draft where both decisions could be right. I feel like this is a draft where, yeah, I do want to stand pat with my pick at 2. And my pick at 39 and my pick at 48. I want to keep my second round picks, and I want to keep my third round pick, and I want to keep my 5th round picks. And I just want to find guys that are able to do what they're able to do. I think that's a great draft situation to start things off anyway, right? Because I know we know there's impact players at 38. There's impact players at 48. There's impact players at 71, right? We feel good about those players in those moments. But I feel like even if Sean Desai says, hey, I want to trade back, I want to stockpile things, I'm not going to go for the impact player this year. I'm not going to go for the guy that's the game-breaking player this year. Maybe we'll find him in these later picks, but we need as many picks as possible coming into this season because we don't have that many people on our roster right now. We don't have that many people in the building right now, and we need the best talent available that we can get into the building right now. So, like, I think there's something to be said on both sides. I don't think either side is a bad situation. I think both sides could work out well because this draft, like Coach T said in the comments, this draft is incredibly deep. At wide receiver, I like some of the linemen that are coming later in this, at defensive and offensive. I don't know if we'll get either of or any of the offensive linemen, but
them offensive linemen finna be going like.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be offensive line. Malik Willis.
You
said what?
I said them offensive linemen about to be going like that Popeye's chicken sandwich was when it first came out.
Yeah, I think it's about to be offensive line Malik Willis, offensive line,
Offensive line Kenny Pickett.
But no, man, I feel like the Bears are in as crazy as it is to say, right? I feel like they're in a good situation coming into this draft. I feel like they're in a situation where not only do you have new guys in the building, not only do you have new talent in the building, and we'll talk about that as well, but you also have them coming in probably in the best draft available for them to look good in their first year.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the things we need. By the way, shout out to
what?
Hold on. Baki, don't tweet nothing if it ain't true, dog.
Oh yeah, it's
That might be facts right there. That might be it right there, boys.
It's
We might have to shift the conversation here.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Oh boy,
It's
let
a
me
wrap.
get the breaking news.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Well, you got it.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably it for the playoffs because Zach LaVine has entered health and safety protocols. That's tough. That's tough. There's not much you can do for that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. Yeah.
That's deflating, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. I don't even no Caruso, no Levine.
No, it's a wrap. Ain't no P-Will man enough.
And that's what I was gonna say. Is this the moment for where P. Will's able to finally get the opportunity?
You know what? All right. If he come out, because now
I'm not even. I'll be honest with you. Now a win doesn't even matter as much. Like I said last night on Locked On Bulls that I thought a win was going to be a must because you had to get back here and get yourself in a position where you get to show out in front of the fans. You get to show that we're more than what we've shown that we are. That position ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see you overcoming the loss of Zach. That's a tough one.
I need P. Will to give me 25-15 his last game. Yeah, like I'm this is the thing. I'm fully expecting them to get blown out. But I've been of the mindset since P. Will got drafted that he is absolutely gonna be that dude. He is in the perfect situation as far as getting his shot right, getting his game right. He has the guys under him that's mentoring him that'll be able to show him how to pick his spots. I need at least a 25-10, 25-15 game from him to at least end the season. So that way I'm at least hype off something. Cause y'all getting blown out. It's
Oh, that sucks.
it's not that. Like, what do you like? See, this is the problem when we do this. Y'all boys be, oh man, what you gonna say? This gotta be good news. Like at the end of the day, like, what you expect us to say?
Nah, you know what? And that one, It's almost right because you had no Caruso. You were coming into this down anyway. You were hoping, right, that the Bulls were going to pull out a Herculean victory to get it back to the UC. But now you're just hoping that you're able to be competitive in this game. You're just hoping that you're able to see something from these players where, hey, I know going into next season, Patrick Williams showed this in the playoffs, and that's going to tell me a lot about Patrick Williams moving forward, right? What you saw from Scotty Barnes when his back was against the wall to the Philadelphia 76ers. And all of a sudden, he doesn't have Kyle Lowry last night, but the 76ers come out and ball out, right? Or I'm sorry, the Toronto Raptors come out and ball out, and Scotty Barnes is the leader of all of that. That's what you're hoping for in this situation. That's what you're trying to see, trying to figure out, right? Like that's man, that one sucks. That's gonna be tough to over. That's almost impossible to overcome. I'm not gonna lie to you. The loss of Caruso and Levine, I don't think DeMar by himself is gonna be enough. I don't.
Thomas
I mean,
off the bench.
Here's the thing, right? Even if DeMar and Vooch are cooking in that game, that might not be enough. Even if DeMar and Vooch are playing like we saw them play in game 2, you still need Kobe White to step up. You still need Patrick Williams to step up. You still need Ayo Dosunmu to step up because now you're missing so many pieces that you're not going to have the opportunity to not have somebody cook. You're not going to have the opportunity to not have somebody play well. You're not going to have the opportunity to not have somebody step up and give you 20 plus. And you didn't have that opportunity in the first place. Now you're even behind the eight ball even more. And yeah, Shams just confirmed that Zach LaVine is expected to miss Wednesday's game 5.
Hey, dog, Zach had COVID 5 times.
Yeah.
Zach had COVID 5 times this year.
5 times? I don't know if it's 5 times.
Well, I think it was. I think that meant 5 times in total, though. Because what was it? Twice last year.
Hey, I tell you what, if you arguing the vaccine, Zach LaVine's your perfect player to go to. Oh man, that one sucks, y'all.
So I was wondering, should I get the shot or?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's been 3.
That's what I thought. It's
3 this year.
Definitely 3 times, yeah. Hey, Zach got to stop kicking it. Zach got to stop kicking it with these mugs. No, it's been 3 times in total because he had it when it first came out when we had the bubble year, when we thought the Bulls had a shot at making the bubble.
Yeah,
and then he's had it twice this year.
Oh, okay.
So that's a blow, y'all. That's a big blow to the Bulls. That's a big blow.
That's wild.
That's probably the knockout punch that didn't even come from them.
So who do you want to see? Like who's the dude? Cause like I said, I think they'll lose. But who's that dude out of the out of the young guys that you want to see? Like, all right, this last game, I need you to do this, so that way I got something to build off of.
He will. I don't think Kobe White's a part of this team next year.
Dog, watch him go off for like 35, dog. Oh,
yeah.
Yo, that'll be hilarious. I'm not a part of the team, but I'm finna get y'all this 30-piece nugget with a side of fries.
Yeah. No, I don't think Kobe White's a part of this team next year. So it's got to be P. Will in that situation, right? It's got to be the guy that is gonna be a part of your team possibly moving forward, that AK loves, that AK is not gonna get seems like he's not gonna move off of at any point in time, right? It's got to be P. Will. And I said on the show yesterday, and I said on Locked On yesterday. By the way, check out the latest Locked On Bulls if you guys haven't seen that as well. The biggest thing that the Bulls have going for them is that they are they have enough young pieces on this team moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
You found Ayo Dosunmu, young piece. You've got Zach LaVine. You've got Lonzo Ball. You hope that P. Will develops into something. But I mean, if you felt like this was going to be a season where the Bulls were going to go championship run, where they were gonna close this thing out, where they were going to finally figure it out, like, listen, first you got to fail. You must fail before you can succeed. But we didn't expect them to fail this hard, and I think I really think injuries robbed them of this season. Yeah, I'm saying I really think injuries robbed them of this season, and what this season could have been. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see moving forward. For me, the young guy has got to be P. Will. I mean, maybe Ayo Dosunmu, but even with that, right? Like Ayo's gonna be your backup point guard.
Bach, you finna sit up here and blame me?
What happened?
For this?
Y'all know whose fault this is, Ringo and Chad, for us losing. No, he said he blamed me. He said
first of all,
he blamed me. He said Pat the Designer reason being Lil Mama ain't been on none of the live.
That's one reason. That's one reason. He just showed y'all the wallpaper. Second or third off, y'all come in negative off rip. Y'all come in negative off the cuff.
He didn't even blame you. You going negative out here. He blamed me.
He said this.
Hey, Roy said blame Ringo.
Hey, look, man.
Hey, man. That's a blow. That's a blow to the team, man. But we're gonna keep it pushing.
All right, Shay, don't be a hater out here.
I hope the Miami Heat get a whole bunch of. All right, let's not wish injury on people out here, dog.
Yeah, bro.
But no, man. Hey, listen, it's a blow. We're gonna see what it breeds. We'll talk about it more. I'll definitely have a video dropping on that now. But no, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We're gonna keep it pushing on this show, man. We do got to pay some bills on this mug as well, though. So. Let me pull that up real quick. Hold on. Give me a second right here, man. Tweaking. Should have been had this pulled up. Here we go. And what's up, y'all? It's time to dig yourself out of that winter hibernation. Spring is here, and it's time to get sprung with Blue Chew. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It also can help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. The best part, Blue Chew tablets are made in the U.S. of A. and are prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. So this is what I need you guys to do, man. Go on over to BlueChew.com and use the promo code WindyCity and just pay $5 in shipping. That's right. Go to BlueChew.com, promo code WindyCity to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show. Yeah. Y'all like the little background music added in on that, man? Y'all like that little smooth, little soft? I feel like that has a nice flair to it, right? I feel like that has a little bit.
Hey, man, that's that GTA San Andreas music. When you
in the club, bro.
And you know when they picking when he finally picking up Shorty, that's at the crib. She talking about some. Hey, CJ, take me out dancing. Took me on dancing. Y'all gonna do, yo, that's the exact music right there.
Hey, bro, I thought it was a nice touch, man. I even switched up the song for y'all today, man. I don't even know. I got so many more songs that go along with it. Oh man, dog, I'm having way too much fun with this. You did, yeah. I'm saying we got so many sounds in this one. I got the. I'm just having fun with it, dog. Now, I be doing this randomly at times,
Yeah.
dog.
Nah.
I just be out here doing. I'm trying to get the. Hold on, I got the.
Hey. Hey.
I'm waiting for somebody.
John
To
DeMarco.
I'm waiting for somebody to drop a fire point and just be like, DeMarco. Hey man, let's keep it going though, man. We got a little more Bears talking, and we're gonna get into some more of this NBA, man. The Bulls talk is mad depressing. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're gonna try and keep it positive.
The whole day is just shot.
Oh, it's done, bro. It's done. I gotta drop a video on this, you know what I'm saying? Like, good lord. But no, when it comes to confidence in this team, confidence in Ryan Poles coming in, confidence in the in the draft process that they're going to bring in. How confident are you in Ryan Pace? Not him at all. And Ryan Poles.
Hey man, that's looking like the Atlanta Bears over there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? How confident are you in Ryan Poles getting the job done in his first draft?
I'm thinking I'm confident. I'm confident. Like he's I would say that he has the experience because of the simple fact that he's coming from the Chiefs, or he's coming from the Chiefs organization, and they've been a great scouter of talent. I mean, since Pat Mahomes been drafted, I mean they put the pieces around him to even do what he needed to do. And too, you gotta remember he gave the Chiefs 2 W's before that man left.
Yeah.
To come to the Bears. He gave them Creed Humphrey, and then he gave them another offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey, those my last 2. I did y'all a solid. I'm finna go do my own thing. So pretty much I'm confident with what he has, because you also have to remember the Chiefs also really didn't have any picks when they found those guys either like that, because they was doing the winning. So at minimum, I have confidence that he can find later round talent in this draft, especially with how everybody is saying how deep this draft actually is.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would say sit back, don't trip off the first pick like we was doing with AK with Pete Wheel, and let him do his thing, let him work his magic, and then you go from there.
And it's going to be interesting, right? Like, I agree with a lot of what you said. The scary part for me, and I think the scary part for a lot of Bears fans, is that was Ryan Pace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming in, similar resume, absolutely doing doing good things with the Saints. And then he came in here and you thought, okay, here we go. First big pick, Kevin White. All right. Well, all right, okay. I don't know about that one. How's that going to work out? It didn't. Next big pick, Leonard Floyd. Oh, Mitch Trubisky, then Leonard Floyd, right? Okay.
That was a tough one.
And so, right, like you go into this feeling like, I don't know if I have a high level of confidence, right? I don't know if I have a high level of trust in Ryan Poles to get the job done in his first draft. But
the thing is, it's too close to Ryan Pace. That's why we ain't got no trust.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, what level of expectation am I going to have? You go from being the guy that's on the staff to being the guy that's running the staff. I don't have a level of expectation yet. You have to set that level of expectation with me. Ryan Pace set the level of expectation year one. Kevin White couldn't get on the field.
That was so tough.
You kept drafting dudes that couldn't stay on the field. And the dudes you drafted that could stay on the field
was
you know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know if I come in with a ton of confidence, you know what I'm saying? Like you finished with Pace, and when Pace left, it was just, oh brother, this guy stinks. That's all you felt, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, bro,
that's all you felt. But even after year one, right, there were people that were out. And I re-looked at that clip last night, man. And we gotta. I'm gonna show the clip in here again for all the new people that might not have seen it, man. But I rewatched that clip last night, and I was like, man, I was back in on Pace for a minute, and like literally in a season's time, he got me right back out. Just on decision making, just on the roster he put together, the personnel they brought in, just right back out. So I don't know. Like I come into this as an open book.
Mm-hmm.
Show me something. Show me you can do something. Show me that you can take this to the next level. Show me that you can get the Bears from A to B. I'm not asking for A to Super Bowl. I just want to get to B. Get me to being a competitive football team again that's playing a modern style of football. Right off rip.
I'm really interested to see that. I'm really interested to see if Jesse puts in the dual backs, because it's like nowadays everybody's using them. So legitimately, if you not, you just behind the 8-ball at this point. Like it's legit, because I think Herbert can absolutely make Montgomery expendable, and like I know me and you talk running backs all the time. that man, bro. I'm not
paying nobody.
That man Herbert is nice. To me,
you know what though? It's interesting, right? Because there's pieces on this team, like even with the dual back system, right? Like, say the Bears do come into the season, they run a dual back system. There's going to be a lot more emphasis on the run game in that situation than there is on the pass game. How San Francisco does it. That's how they keep Jimmy G out of trouble. We're going to use both of our running backs so that Jimmy G doesn't have to throw the football that much. Do you feel good about your offense if that's the case? Do you feel good about where the Bears are going if your offense is, hey, we're running a dual back system. We're going to run a couple of running backs at you. We're going to try and hit you in the mouth. We're going to run it down the field, and Justin's going to throw the ball 24 times.
I'm cool with it right now because of the simple fact the Bears, outside of Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet, they don't know what they have on offense. Like as far as passing the ball, I mean. So I'm cool with you doing that now. If by some stretch of the imagination, like
we went and got a fullback.
Yeah. and listen,
that's me all I needed to know.
The Bears are running the football. The Bears are running the football. The Bears are running the football.
I swear to God, if Eberflus comes out and runs the T formation, I will lose my mind because that's how Matt Nagy won us over. Oh, you ran the T formation. Okay.
I mean, not Baki, exactly. Like it worked in the beginning years of Russell Wilson. Then after that, you go out and you got you a Golden Tate, you got you a Lockett, you got you a dog. What's his name? It was another guy. But then like you develop those three guys.
Another wide receiver?
Yeah, it was Lockett, Golden Tate, and I forget the other dude because I remember that they had Percy Harvin, but Percy wasn't.
I was gonna say Percy Harvin, but he was just returning picks.
Doug Baldwin, yeah, and they had that, and they got Doug Baldwin, and that's how it started. So then after that, you saw the downfield throws, you saw all of that. So it's like if they go from that, and then they just keep continuing to build off of the dual back system and running the ball, and then you can somehow get these guys in the building like a DK or a Debo or whatever you choose to go get a Pickens or Sky Moore. If you develop those dudes, then they're back in business. But it's like Coach T was saying earlier. This is how the greats build teams.
Yeah.
This is how the greats build teams. So I'm at this point, I'm with whatever. I'm actually hyped for Thursday because I actually want to see it. I gotta see it. Well, Friday, because
we probably not gonna do nothing Thursday. We might go live if the Bears end up trading up, but I mean they're not trading up to the top 10. So if the Bears trade up, we'll go live on that just to give y'all kind of a look ahead at the schedule. We probably will be live Friday for the second round. What is Friday? Friday is second and third, right?
Yeah, Friday, second and third.
So we'll probably be live for that. Saturday, I have an event I have to be at, so I won't be live, but maybe Kid and Ringo will go live, and if they do, you know what I'm saying, that'll be cool. And then, I mean, y'all want me to go live for 6 rounders out here? I ain't going live for the 6th round. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. After that second, third round,
we do not care.
I was gonna say because that's legitimately that's the only one that I got scouted. Them the only 2 I got scouted. Other than that,
you know what? There's some pieces like I think Sky Moore might fall to the 4th.
Bro, I'm so hyped on Sky Moore, bro.
I think he might fall a long way because
I'm so hyped on
he might. I'm gonna be real with you. You might get him in the 5th. You might get him in the 5th.
Ring on Bears shirt too. Nah, man.
He a Giants fan. I don't know if he hates on the Bears.
I
really hate on the Bulls either. I keep telling y'all,
the Bears.
I keep telling y'all, Ringo's a closet Bulls fan. Y'all be realizing that like when stuff, y'all gotta watch Ringo's dynamics, man. When stuff be happening to the Bulls, and Ringo be having the same expression as all of us. Like, I can't believe, what are you doing? Why? It don't even make sense. No, don't do that. What are you, like, Ringo be just as hurt as all of us, man. He just won't admit it. He a closet Bears fan.
I legitimately just, the way that the Bulls go hard for their city, bro, I want the Bulls to be good. But it's like y'all do dumb stuff for me not to root for y'all. Like,
yeah, we don't fight on the sidelines.
Hey, listen, that fight on the sideline got us to 3-1.
Okay, here we
go. Y'all wasn't going to hey, y'all had a championship.
That's how you spinning that one, huh? That's how you spinning that. That's okay, man. It's all good. We won't tell.
That's how everybody's spinning it. What you mean?
We won't tell nobody that you really secretly a closet Bulls fan, man. It's all good.
All right.
Hey, man, let's keep it moving along, man, because there is something else I want to get into, and I feel like it's gonna take a good amount of time talking about it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Showing so much love to the channel. I think it's like 40-something people in here right now. I know the Zach Levine news pulled everybody away. We also gonna have to do some emergency pod work out here, man. So, man, that sucks. Man, that sucks. But no, as we finishing this out, coming into this last little segment here, just to break down on this. Ben Simmons has been getting ridiculous slander. Ridiculous slander. And so, question to the chat, question to all the people coming through as we're getting into this last topic on the show. Is the Ben Simmons slander coming as strong as it is fair or too far? And Stephen A. Smith went hard on that boy. Stephen A. Smith probably went the hardest of anybody. He basically
I'm gonna go ahead and say that for this year it's fair. For this year it's fair. Only reason why I said that is because He legit. So y'all remember in the chat, like I think like a month or a month and a half back, we were sitting up here talking about the Bears and we were just sitting up here talking about Justin sent the little leg pick. You feel me? He didn't show the whole thigh, but like he was that dog. Ben Simmons legitimately and all other games that they played. And those 4 games, he legit could have came back game 3. And this is the thing. He legit essentially showed y'all the toes, raised up to show y'all the thigh, and then the next time you went back to the snap, you found out that he blocked you. That's essentially what happened. You thought you was getting somewhere, and then he blocked you. Dog. The last 3 games, they have not lost by that much. I'm with Jay Wheel on this. Just give me 10 minutes. I'm not asking you to be Michael Jordan Space Jam second half secret stuff. Bro, I'm legitimately just asking for 10 minutes of basketball.
Show me that you want to be out there.
And you can't even give me that. And this is the thing. This is the thing. If you knew that your plan was okay, if they go down to, if we win this game, they go down to 1, I'm coming back. But if they lose 3-0, I'm gonna just say that my back hurt. Just say that you're not coming back. Just say that you're not coming back. Don't let them tell us that we're revving him up. He's looking man nice, no pain free. Because look, even as bad, even as much as we wanted to see it, we do actually care about this team being fully healthy. So essentially, just don't say nothing at all. But for you to not show up to the game yesterday, not even be on the bench, and then have somebody resurface a tweet that you tweeted it, and then delete it. You got the blue check mark. That's you on Twitter. You tweeted it and then deleted it, saying that
watching my team get swept in the playoffs.
Watching my team get swept hurt me. I don't want to feel this again. Why you ain't out there?
Yeah.
All we needed was 10 minutes. All we needed was 10, and you couldn't even give me that. Hey, but the lamb green, love that. Louis Vuitton sweater, love that. That jacket with the glasses, you was looking fresh. You was out here looking like Otto Porter for the Bulls.
Otto Porter did used to be looking fresh. I ain't gonna lie
to you. You are looking mad fresh for no reason.
Otto Porter used to be looking fresh.
You whack.
Nah,
I can't defend you if you out here doing stuff like a club.
I'm gonna be real with you, right? Like some of the slander, I haven't heard any of the slander that went too far. And I saw the whole thing where Jamie Foxx is talking about, oh, this man got a family. We got to relax. Why do you go with these guys, but you don't go with other guys like this? Because the other guys compete. People love to come at Stephen A, and there's a lot to go at Stephen A about. But you on the sideline. You said you was ready to play. You said that hey, y'all watch this, and did that little goofy dunk. And then you told them you're not going to play when the going got tough. Guess what? When the going got tough in Philly, what'd you do? You ran. That's weak.
Right, okay, he got hacked. Okay.
That's weak. He's weak. He's soft. He's charming. Whatever you want to say. He's not a competitor. He's not. He's not a competitor. Because if you were a competitor, you would want to be out there competing with your team And Shaq and Charles Barkley called him out, saying if you could have played in Game 4,
you could have played in Game 3.
You could have played in Game 3.
You was fine.
If you could play Wednesday, you could play Monday. Because you made the decision to not play right after Game 2. You made the decision to come back in Game 4 right after Game 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whatever it is, he's not trying to be a competitor. Because if he was, he would want to compete with the team that he was on, that they facilitated around him. He didn't want to be there. Philly's going to treat me bad. How you think Brooklyn going to treat you? You left them out high and dry. You got athletes out here calling you out. You've got athletes out here looking at you, people that played your sport, that are stars in your sport, that are Hall of Famers in your sport, telling you this is the weakest move by an athlete I've ever seen in my life. Reggie Miller calling him out. Shaq calling him out. Chuck calling him out. Kenny calling him out.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the thing. I feel like we have to update. We have to update our narrative. We have to update the meaning on the word soft. I remember, bro. You remember it was like a whole 4-year stretch when Muggs was like, all Blake want to do is dunk. He don't want to do nothing else. Yeah. This man mad soft when you get on the court. This, and this. Muggs was calling him soft. He got traded to Detroit and legitimately carried the Pistons to the playoffs on a bum knee. And it gave out on them in the playoffs. But you know what? You want to know why we gave him his respect? Because they got swept, but he was out there.
I'm not even asking you to be good. I'm asking you to go out there and support your team.
And that's the thing, bro. You not even on the bench for the last game.
I'm not even asking you to be good, honestly. I didn't expect Ben Simmons to be good.
During timeouts, you're not saying, hey, Seth, watch this. Hey, Patty, you make sure, hey, when he slide over, you gotta try to take that. You legitimately sitting there looking fresh.
I didn't expect Ben Simmons to be good. I didn't expect Ben Simmons to come in there and be the changer in this series. I didn't. There's a lot of people that did. They thought he was going to come in, he was going to change the game. I just want you to go out there and try. Go out there and play with your team. You the one that put it out there. Did nobody else put it out there?
Yup.
Ben Simmons said he was good to go. Hey, we good to go in Game 4. You know why? Because he thought they was going to get Game 3.
You know how they get Game 3 if you out there.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if it changes the outcome. I don't think.
But it's a shot.
Here's the thing. I don't know if Ben Simmons is even healthy enough to be on the court. And even if he is 100% healthy and ready to go, right? He ain't played basketball in over a year.
And then what? You talking
against real competition? Against people that are really going to go at you, against people that are going to try to kill you. You're going to try to guard Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's in full-on playoff mode right now. And Ben Simmons is going to stay in front of him. I don't think he changes the outcome. I think Ben Simmons actually gets destroyed. But you know what? If I saw Ben Simmons out there, guess what I said about James Harden last season? James Harden had a bad knee. Literally was probably 40% of himself. Could not run up and down the court.
Still got out there and played.
I said, you know what James Harden is trying to give you is just, I am a threat. I am a threat because I'm standing out here. I hold that kind of cachet. I knew James couldn't play. But that's the one moment in James's career where I said, you know what? I applaud that, though. You went out there and you tried to do everything you could to give KD the best opportunity to be great. Because you knew if you're out there, they can't just leave you alone, whether you're hurt or not. You went out there and did everything you could to try and give KD the best opportunity to be great. And to an extent, it worked. Ben Simmons didn't even try. That's not a competitor to me, bro. There's nothing competitive about that. There's nothing that's weak. That's scared. If you scared, go buy a dog. I mean, honestly, he Australian. Go buy a dingo.
And apparently, bro, he got a history of doing this because they said when he went to LSU, the reason why they missed the tournament was because the only thing he wanted to do was go showcase his stats. They said he would. They said he did the same thing on the Australian team because he said that it was 2 games against the U.S. that he told them that he was gonna play for. Made a video for made like a hype video for it. Bagged out. Went back, said he was gonna do it again, and still didn't play. You pull the stuff in Philly, and then now you doing this. See now is getting hard for me to defend you because bro, we know you great.
I've been out on Simmons for a minute.
We know you
know
great.
what?
We know you can play.
Great talent doesn't always mean great mentality.
And that's the bar. That's the bar.
Great talent doesn't always mean great mentality.
Philly didn't win that trade. We can get into that too. But Philly didn't win that trade.
It was an opportunity to do it. You said that's the bar. Honestly, though, Andrew Wiggins legitimately has all the talent in the world. Honestly, he does. Otto Porter Jr. legitimately had all of the talent in the world. Injuries have robbed him of a little bit of that. But when he was in Washington, Otto Porter Jr. does everything.
He led the league in 3-point percentage.
And he could take you off the dribble.
Yeah,
and he could defend. And like ability doesn't equal mentality. And that's the biggest thing, right? Like, there's some guys that have all the ability in the world. There's some guys that are at levels where when you look at them on a basketball court, you're like, my God, why doesn't he do this all the time? They don't have it up here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's the biggest thing P. Will needs to develop.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he's able to develop that in this game coming up. It's the only chance.
And I think what it is right when we talk about Wiggs, I think the biggest thing with Wiggs was on some, I'm the number 1 pick. Muggs was absolutely calling him what, Maple Jordan or whatever it was.
Maple Jordan.
Dog.
Oh, God. That was so awful.
He legitimately was like, look, this cool, man, just put me in a spot where I can play a role. Yeah. And he was legitimately found like he's an all-star. Like say what you want to say. When it's all said and done with him, it's gonna say that Andrew Wiggins was an all-star. Cause he got his 18, played his role. His role was significant, and he's absolutely hooping. And in the space that he's at right now.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing from Ben, I can't. It's legitimately nothing that you say for that. Cause it always goes like this. If you're not hooping, I can't give you credit. When you hooping, it's cool. But all that other stuff is gonna come, bro. You are the number 1 pick. If you're not hooping, we gotta talk about you.
Yeah.
That's just the lay of the land.
And here's the thing, right? Because the biggest thing to me coming into this whole situation, right, is like, does Ben Simmons keep the Nets from getting swept? I don't think so. I don't. I just don't. I don't think that some dude that hasn't played basketball can just walk in and he's going to slow down a guy that's on a tear right now in Jason Tatum, a guy that's on a tear right now in Jaylen Brown, right? I don't think that him being there makes that big of a difference for the Brooklyn Nets, especially when in essence they're essentially going to play the Utah Jazz version of defense just with Ben Simmons instead of Rudy Gobert. Like, hey, what's the defense? Ben.
I cause they didn't throw Drummond out there worthfully
at all.
The last game.
But there's something to be said about seeing somebody on the court and seeing them try for your city. That would have been the moment, right, that would have endeared him to Brooklyn. That would have been the moment, right, that endeared him to the city of Brooklyn. That got them. Hey, he bled for us. He fought for us, even through injury, coming back, fighting in, trying to get it going. I respect that. Now you've gone the other way. You thought Philly was gonna kill you? I told y'all before on the show. I told y'all before. He think it's gonna be easier in Brooklyn.
To the worst places, bro. Three of the worst places, bro, for sports media is Philly, Philly, New York, and Chicago. Cause these mugs, yo, one should, fam, like you know what it is. Like, quit acting brand new.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you think it's gonna
I'm
be
mentally weak.
easier in Brooklyn? They finna fillet you this. You finna deal with an entire offseason of at a minimum, right? At a minimum, you play just so that you're not dealing with an entire offseason of getting cooked. You finna get cooked for an entire offseason, and you deserve every bit of it. And for anybody trying to go with, oh, Stephen A. Smith shouldn't be talking about him like that, talk about him. Talk about him.
But still had time to file a grievance for that 20 M's.
And I think, I'm going to be real with you. Kid brought that up last night, too. I think that's more of it. If he plays and shows that he's fine, is his lawsuit
they probably
out the
give you
window?
half that back.
Is his lawsuit out the window, though? You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what Kendrick Perkins said on it today. He said, Ben Simmons is that pretty girl that is single, and everybody is wondering why she's still single. It's because she smokes cigarettes.
I talk like this.
Hey, it's because she smokes cigarettes is wild. Did they hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Kendrick Perkins in the media has turned into such a great member of the media, bro. I love Kendrick Perkins in the media. I'm not gonna lie to you. It cracks me up. Anytime he gives his assessment of something, anytime he gives his breakdown of something, bro, because he just be like, he got that like Southern, like, let me tell you something, man. We used to do this back down in Montgomery, man.
Right.
And when I look at this, boy, you see that girl right there, she be driving up the street right there, man. You be like, man, she bad. Be like, what's wrong with her? She a crackhead. That's okay, though. You know what it is. Be what?
Dog.
What? She a crackhead, man. And to me, that's LeBron James. What? What kind of analogy was that, dog?
What? Like what, bro?
Hey, bro, he cracks me up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to Kendrick Perkins turning himself into a media member. He said, did you see the dig with him and KG?
But that's that KG uncertified, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Bruh, he said he was trying to become a head coach, and he had some opportunities to become a head coach, but he didn't want to be what's the word for it? Dang, what's the right way to say it? He didn't want to get the token job. Right. He didn't want to get the job just because he had been in the NBA and he was a center. Right. But he was like, there's no big men that are coaches, and it makes people think big men are stupid. And really, big men got to know every defensive set. They got to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He's like, big man ain't stupid. They just big. He's like, the last big man that was a coach I thought about, I was like, oh, it was Kevin McHale.
Yeah, no, it was Kevin McHale, yeah.
And we ain't had one since. But it's I'm surprised UD ain't a coach. Ain't became a coach.
Man, I don't think UD coaching. The minute Spo retire, that's when he gonna retire. That man.
As a player or as a
man, I don't know, because I swear they be having player coach next to that man. You did,
bro. I don't know how they can't, bro. But he be getting in the game. That's what be cracking me up. Like if y'all blowing somebody out,
he get in the game like the last two, because this is the wild part. it don't register as a season for him unless this man gets in the game like at least the last 2 games. So you can at least say he played a season.
Bruh, he be getting in the game like if y'all getting like he got in that game y'all was getting blown out in.
Nah, yeah.
When y'all end up fighting. But nah, man, that's
Nah, that was Dwight. Nah, we was blowing the Lakers out that game.
No, y'all was blowing the
You
Lakers
talking
out
about the
that
Dwight
game.
game, right?
I'm talking about when y'all got in the fight. When
We got in the
UD and Jimmy got in the fight, didn't oh no, because y'all came back in that one.
Nah,
Y'all
yeah,
came back in that one.
we
There's
came
multiple
back,
fights
nah,
here,
he ain't
man.
get up there.
There's multiple fights out here, man. Hey man, as we closing out, coming to the end of this, man, I'm done with Ben Simmons. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I feel bad because like I feel like I wanted Brooklyn to lose more so because they got Ben Simmons than anything. Because he's that weak to me, bro. He's he's just so soft, bro. It's good lord,
bro. But it's the for me, it's just the statements. Like leading up to that though, like I would fit perfectly into their offense. That they already know what I can do. Muggs are sending a picture of him, KD, Kyrie, Steph Curry, Patty Mills.
bro.
It's like, bro, we didn't see nothing, dog.
Bro, you showed it.
It's like you make statements to mess with us.
Guys that got traded with you got injured while they were there and came back for the playoffs.
Seth was on a sore ankle.
Seth was playing hurt and giving you production. Like what? I don't know, dog. I don't know. But we got a nice slate of NBA games tonight, man. We got Atlanta and Miami, man. Is that one done? Does it end tonight, or can the Hawks find a way to get some of that magic back in there?
Hey, nah.
Y'all
hey,
have definitely clamped up
wrap.
Trae Young, though.
It's a wrap. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm finna matter of fact, I'm about to send you this. You can go ahead and put this on the screen. Yeah, nah, it's a wrap on that.
So hold on, what does this say? Per Sham Sharania. Not what you just sent. This is on Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons told Nets leadership that a mental block for him to play is creating stress as a trigger point for his back issue. Nets players and coaches wanted Simmons to show resolve and play in this series, even if it was for limited minutes.
Say what you so. No, can we just move on? Can we? No. Just. What did you just say? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, bro.
Ben Simmons told net leadership that a mental block for him to play is creating stress as a trigger point for his back issue.
Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Hey, bro. Kind of like, I like how Steve-O said that's a Matt Nagy. I don't even know what that means, first off.
Nobody knows what that means.
It's not provocative.
It gets the people going. That doesn't make sense, dog.
Hey, man.
None of that make, bro.
The NBA ain't for everybody, man.
Bro,
please. Kim G, I'm so stressed, it's breaking my back. It's final. Nah, man, getting into this. Hey, dog, I know I can't play basketball better than Ben Simmons, but I'd have ran out there, bro. Hey, Brooklyn, if you need 10 minutes, I'm gonna get cooked. But if you need 10 minutes, I will give you 10 minutes. Oh my God, bro. Bro, he got to be the weakest NBA player I've ever seen in my life.
Like, bro,
He's got to be the weakest NBA player I've ever seen in my life.
that doesn't make sense, dog.
Kwame Brown ran out there.
Kwame Brown.
He's got to be the weakest NBA player I've ever seen in my life. Hey, listen, as Stephen A said, is he the weakest athlete of all time?
Yeah, bro.
Almighty said, can you read the statement again? Hey, I got you, Almighty. Just because it's that funny of a statement.
Damn, like
One
what,
time for the
bro?
one time. Per Shams Charania, Ben Simmons told Nets leadership that a mental block for him to play is creating stress as a trigger point for his back issue. Nets players and coaches wanted Simmons to show resolve and play in this series, even if it was for limited minutes.
What?
And here's the thing, right?
Mean?
This is the thing. Stress can cause a lot of issues. But
to the back?
No, you stress, it can mess up your whole body, honestly. It really can.
But
yeah. That ain't the excuse you roll out there with, my boy. That ain't the one. Hey, that ain't the one. You say, nah, man, I'm getting I don't know what you said to that. I don't even know what lie you can come up with around that. Wow, bro. Wow.
Just right, what?
Hey, let's look at some competitors. Let's have some competition. Let's talk about some competitors, bro.
What?
What the Heat have done to Trae Young has been interesting in this series. In this series alone, Trae Young has 24 assists. He has 20 made baskets. He has 24 turnovers. He is struggling in this series. Is this series over tonight?
No, it's over tonight. It's over tonight. I think that I'm gonna take my statement back a little bit when I say, because I remember I used to say Golden State East, but I'm had to go back and look. It's like Charles said, they take a lot of horrible shots. And when they go in, it's like, oh yeah, they hitting. It's cool. Like it's crazy, right? They kind of look like Golden State with the way they move the ball. But then like you turn around, and then it's like when it's not, when the shots ain't hitting, they not hitting it. And I'm at a mindset. I think I think I told Key last night. I said, dog, they need another ball handler. Because he legitimately does everything. So it's like that they can on him. And with the way that we switch defense, and he said it, like nobody's played him this physical since he's been in high school.
Yeah.
So it's like they're allowing us to play, and that's the reason why we'll be waiting on at least I hope we be waiting on Philly after tonight. But with the way Philly playing, you're gonna mess around, have Toronto come back.
That's hey, we know Doc Rivers' history, right?
Hey, listen, he did the same thing last year. You do that 2 years in a row?
Yeah. The other exciting game is game 5. Game 5. No, I'm right. Game 5 of Memphis and Minnesota tonight. That series is tied at 2-2. This one seems like it could go the distance. Even with all the spice me and Kid talked to each other, it does seem like it's going to go 7 here. What are your thoughts on how this series is going to play out? What we're going to see back tonight in Memphis, back at home. They split here before, and they split on the road. You've essentially both gotten a game here. This could be the game that turns the tide one way or the other. What do you think?
Memphis will get this one, but the one thing I will say is that I want the refs to, because I feel like this is the only series that they have just like blown the whistle to an extent where it's just like, all right, this is kind of getting ridiculous. Because I mean, last game Minnesota had 33 free throws, so it's like I don't know if this is because the NBA is trying to get the series to go 7, but if the refs just call the game down the line, like Memphis should be able to pull this out in 6. Memphis should be able to pull this out in 6. I got them
I can
winning
see that
tonight
because
though.
the pressure of a closeout game changes everything for them. Right, like they haven't been in that, well, kind of, but like more so in the play-in. But the pressure of winning a closeout game is probably going to be a lot tougher for them than it will be for Memphis, because I feel like Memphis is okay. We've been here before. We know how this goes. We know how to handle this kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're on the upside. Now we have the team that's number one. Now we have the team that's on that next level. So I feel like Memphis could close it out in 6, but you got to get this win tonight. I'm gonna be real with you. It's gonna be a tough win tonight. This is probably gonna be the dogfight. This is gonna be the game that determines what happens where. You know what I'm saying?
So you got Cat showing up tonight or what?
I never got Cat showing up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to see if StatMuse has this on there.
Hey, no, stat music go.
I rock with StatMuse. I ain't gonna lie.
Music go.
I'm trying to see how many Game 5 winners win the series. Probably finna be like, I do not understand your question. How many Game 5 winners win an NBA series? Okay. That didn't tell me anything. Appreciate that, StatMuse. Thank you. But no, I've got them winning Game 5. I do. And I've got them winning the series. I see it going 7. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they win it in Memphis. I can see it going 7. I can see them getting the game back in Minnesota. Because like we said, the NBA likes these games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, who was it? Coach T tweeted me something about like how
About the refs. They're actually coming out with a documentary.
Yeah.
On I think Buddy that ref the Kings Lakers series,
which is gonna be interesting, right? Because what are the repercussions from that? Like, do you go back and sue the NBA on that? Like, if somebody caused you a loss, like somebody caused you to lose out on a championship, can you go back and sue the NBA on that? When the refs are saying that they knowingly changed calls or called a game a certain way because they wanted it to be more entertaining?
Yeah, no, I gotta see that. That's gonna be an interesting doc. I'm gonna have to take a look at that one.
Definitely got to check that one out. I'm not mad at it at all, man. We got one final game, man, as we come down the stretch here. New Orleans and Phoenix. They are tied 2-2. It's back in Phoenix. No book.
No,
and Brandon Ingram is hooping. What? Hooping.
Huh?
Who do you got coming out of this? And could we see an upset between the Pelicans and Phoenix Suns to the point where the number 1 seed might get knocked off?
Fam. All right, look. I was talking about this with Kid, right? The Pelicans might clip them in 6. I'm not gonna lie. And this is why I say that, right? Chris Paul.
By the way, it's 64%. 64% of Game 5 winners win the series. No, my bad.
Oh,
I'm looking at MLB. NBA,
Oh.
82%.
I know, so it's gonna be it. It's gonna be
82% of Game 5 winners win the
gonna be
NBA series.
But yeah, nah, man. Like Chris Paul struggling. Like Alvarado is in that man's head.
I don't know if I have to go that far.
Dog.
He's playing really good defense. I don't know if he's in Chris Paul's
I'm not gonna
head.
lie. That man got him with that move that you don't like the other night. That the out of bounds shit did.
Oh, where he like hides in the corner.
Yeah, he got that man with the out of bounds shit did. Dog, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the Pels have size at every position. Legitimately, they have no like. You were saying Mikal Bridges for the defensive player of the year, like dog. Hey, he getting cooked
right now for sure.
He getting cooked like Brandon Ingram and CJ is getting whatever they want. But I'm gonna tell you this: they're winning these games because of Herb Jones. Herb Jones is legitimately.
Why he hit CP3 like that?
Huh?
I said, why he hit CP3 like that?
Hey, look, man.
Why did he just bust CP3 in the face? Like, get you.
I know he definitely Alvarado be all over the place.
No, Alvarado. You didn't see the hit Herb Jones put on him?
Huh?
You didn't see the hit Herb Jones put on him?
I know. I didn't see that. I saw Chris Paul smack him in the face though.
No, Herb Jones ran through Chris Paul. I'm talking about, hey, listen, if Herb wasn't, let me see where I can find his butt. If Herb wasn't, here you go. Hold up. We gonna share it on the screen. NBA probably gonna be on my heels on this. That's all right.
What is this?
I think this is it. As we coming down. Let me see. No, that's not it. That's your boy. That's the wrong play. Hold up. Keep going up. Keep going.
Give me that. But Herb Jones is legitimately, he changes things for them because when you have Herb Jones, Jackson Hayes, and Valanciunas, with the way that Valanciunas was hooping, I mean, 29 and 15 the other night. Fam, like they just don't have the size to beat them right now. With the way that Valanciunas is hooping in the paint, they can get them out of here. Like how I feel about P. Will, like Herb Jones is legitimately, if that man gets some type of jump shot, he's gonna be a really that's tough.
Like, dang, Herb.
Yeah, bro.
What did Chris do to you? Pop.
I know, you know what it was. I think he got knocked down earlier in that game. And then Chris Paul was trying to be bogus and like help him up. But you know how it be. He was like, nah, wave him off.
Hey, it's a lot of muds out here that don't fool with Chris Paul. No, I'm with you though, bro. Like Herb Jones has been a boost of adrenaline for them. He's been huge for them. He's been a guy that has come out on both ends and gotten the job done. And it's just been an antagonist.
Fam, Herb Jones is cold to me. That's like outside of P. Will, like that's one of my favorite like young.
And so let me ask.
Players,
I mean, Herb Jones is one. Before we get out of here, dog, is Zion becoming more expendable the more we see?
Yeah, because you're not on the court, and Herb Jones is contributing.
He kind of want to be on the court too, though. They hitting him with the old John Wall treatment. I ain't gonna lie.
You said what?
I said they hit him with the old John Wall treatment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be interesting to see, bro. Like, damn. Is Zion Williamson expendable at this point? Zion just, hey,
but that's not even a big story, bro. Like, if the Suns lose, if you look, fam, you are 11 games better than
the second seed.
Anybody, bro.
That would be a huge story.
11 games better than anybody, and you do this?
Does Devin Booker make it a clear-cut series win? Or is it
not clear cut because him and BI was going back and forth, but he definitely makes it tougher on them though.
Yeah. I think you still win it. I think Phoenix still wins it in 7. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like it's gonna be interesting to see here, bro. It's gonna be interesting to see what this thing is when it comes down to the end of it, man.
This is gonna be the game tonight.
This is gonna be the game tonight. NBA tonight is gonna be wild, man. And we appreciate y'all for rocking with us while we talked about it, man. We're gonna be live tomorrow for the Bulls game. I'm also gonna drop some content on specific Zach LaVine thoughts, and kind of a lot of the news has come out since then. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming out pretty quick after this. And then we also have a Bears video coming out at 4.
Yes,
so get in tune with us over on that as well. Another draft breakdown. It's gonna be a lot of content dropping today. Make sure y'all tune in with us, man. And I know that YouTube don't always send out the alerts, so make sure that you're joined up in the Discord.
Get in that Discord.
The link is in the live chat pinned to the top, man. So appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another show. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer, back at it again, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ringo J. Ringo, you got any final words for him?
2 to 6. Come see me. 2 to 6 come 2 to 6 come see me. Stop ducking the smoke. Stop ducking the smoke. We here.
The fact that you got so much smoke for the chat on that, dog. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always,
for the game attack.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.
Peace.